Well, g'day there, podcaster. I think this is the best show of the year. But don't take my word for it. You be the judge. Enjoy. Donald Trump makes an appearance in this episode. Also, remember, if you ever want to get in touch with the show, you can via our show email, which is, Belle?
Yeah.
Disappointing.
BLB?
I mean,
BLB at novaentertainment.com.au.
There you go. And I definitely knew what it was.
So did I. I'm actually annoyed you didn't ask me so I could have proved that I knew that email.
If you ever want to get in touch with the show via email, you can BLB at novaentertainment.com.au.
Yes.
Enjoy.
He did the inflection as a bit of a joke. That's a funny thing he did. Yeah.
Previously on Ben, Liam and Belle.
Age. You touched the Pope?
The Pope picked me up.
What's you were a baby, I'm assuming?
Mum handed me over to the Pope and he gave me a little kiss.
You've been kissed by the Pope.
We should have done Have You Kissed the Pope?
Weird vibe, though. Yeah.
And now, live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle.
Do you feel blessed?
Honestly, not a difference.
Bugger. Yeah, right.
On Nova.
Good evening, Australia. Donald Trump, the President of America, going to be joining us before 6:30 tonight.
But right now, I want to start with this. 13-24-10. What photo should you definitely not have on your camera roll? Because I went away over Christmas, Ben and Belle. Saw a lot of cool things. Some friends and I actually went to the Torture Museum in Bruges. Don't know why we did that. Just walked past it.
Whoa, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, seemed like a good idea. Had all your favourites, crowd favourites, the Iron Maiden. Obviously, it's a band, but it's also like a thing. Like they close it and there's like pins in it.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah, the Brazen Bull. They chuck people in it and then they push it over the fire and then they sort of cook inside the bull. And then the way the nose works, the screams sound like a cow mooing. The Judas Cradle. That was one that will stick with me for the rest of my life, where they would lower the prisoners down onto a wooden stake, taint first.
Oh, yes.
I would be saying, give me the bull, cook me alive, please. Or the maiden, I don't care. You guys choose. And I must admit, like we thought it was cool, and then you just sort of feel sickened after a while because, oh man, they actually did all this stuff, and they had the dates of when they did it and in which countries. And Mother of the Year award for this German woman who brought her 8-year-old son along.
Whoa.
And she was getting him to pose with all the devices for photos. So, when you go to Movie World and you meet, Shaggy or Austin Powers and you normally do a double thumbs up and Mum and Dad are like, get in there, get a photo. She was like, yeah, get in there with the brazen ball in there, yeah. And so there was this model, right, of a man getting eaten alive by hungry rats. Mm-hmm. They used to do that. You just put the bucket on the top, they'd heat it up, the rats would eat. And the guy's, screaming with, this fake blood and stuff. And the kid's getting photos with it. I swear to God, this kid was swinging with both hands on a noose, and his mum was just taking photos.
Wow.
Treasured memories.
No one should have that on their phone, on their
No.
camera roll.
No.
Not good. Jess in Sydney has given us a buzz. What's the photo you shouldn't have?
Yeah, so a few years ago we were getting ready for a work Christmas party. A big group of us were at my house celebrating. We took a photo with a few people in the front. And it was a great photo, I thought. I posted it to social media. But in the background, there was a plate of illicit substances with someone's head near it.
Oh.
I didn't know until my mum called me to tell me I probably shouldn't have that online.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's gotten a lot of, a lot of people in trouble
love
in the
how
spotlight.
You didn't pick up on it, but Mum must be good at Where's Wally because she's and mums will do that. They'll sort of look at every sort of inch of the photo to see who you hang. Oh, who's that? Oh, they've grown up.
Good on you, Jess. I'm going to give you a $150 Palace Cinema voucher for being our first caller tonight. Thank you very much.
Con in Sydney, what do you got?
Yes, so I was part of a WhatsApp group where someone on there shared some adult content and didn't realise that it automatically saves to my camera roll. So came back from a holiday and my niece asked to look at some of the photos, and as we're scrolling through, got very close to that adult content that was shared in a WhatsApp group. So very valuable lesson learned. Turn off the autosave from WhatsApp.
Absolutely, Tom. And it feels like you did a good job at distancing yourself from that, even though you were in the group.
What is? Yeah, I'm not actually asking, but what is this WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I know it's annoying that WhatsApp does do that though. It does save things. I've experienced that before.
I don't have it, so I don't.
Yeah,
know.
it'll just puts everything in your camera on, even if you don't really want it. Just get it out of there. Zach, what about you? Is there something in your camera roll that shouldn't be there?
Yeah, so a couple of years ago, first off, you guys have been killing it all afternoon. I listen to Nova while I'm at work all the time. You guys are killing it.
Oh, thanks, Zach.
good
We've
on
been
you,
on
Zach.
for 14 minutes, but I'll take it.
So a couple of years ago at a company, I have to make this very clear, a company that I used to work at had a Christmas party, and the very married director of the company was hitting on the very younger than me at the time girl that was working there, and I just happened to grab a photo of it, and they still don't know I have it.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you could almost use that as leverage if you want to get a few extra days off here and there. You could say, I could blow up your marriage.
I don't work there anymore, so they, as far as I'm concerned, it wasn't left on good terms. So see you later.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, Zach.
Michelle in Melbourne, what is it?
Hi, yes, I took some photos for my husband, some intimate photos, and I went to a work function a couple of weeks later, and I went to show a male work colleague something on my phone, and it accidentally opened up to this picture.
Did they say anything? Did they just sort of walk away?
Yeah, they were a bit embarrassed, and they kind of walked away.
I think that's the worst thing you could do.
I don't think that's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I think that's probably a pretty good outcome in that situation.
She was, you went, nice.
Can you send us that?
You got AirDrop on?
Nice.
Patrick in Brisbane joins us. Good evening. You've got some video footage on your phone you probably shouldn't have. What happened?
So I was asleep one night and my daughter woke me up. My camera went off at the same time on my phone, so I had to look out the window and I look across the road and my neighbour's ex-partner is taking a shit on her bonnet.
Your neighbour's ex-partner. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. And so have you got video footage of this?
I do.
Is it on Reddit or TikTok or?
No, I haven't posted it yet.
Just for your personal
Yeah,
stash.
just one for the boys. I get it.
Oh, yuck.
Did you ever talk to your neighbour about it?
No, I didn't do it.
You've got the footage to show them.
I'm sure they're not like, oh, those bloody seagulls. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what they've been eating.
Thanks, Patrick.
The boy who lived, come to die. I think I'll leave the impressions to Liam.
If you didn't know, on this show we have a regular guest. You might know his name. It's Donald Trump. This is the first time we've had him on for the year since he's officially been announced the president. He's now in the Oval Office and he joins us. Good evening, Donald Trump.
President Donald Trump, thank you. I'm well. A Roman salute to you. A simple salute that was used in Roman times. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all Elon was doing.
Have you been spending a bit of time with Elon?
I have been, and a lot of nasty people took it the wrong way. Elon's a great guy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people disagree with that statement, but how's it been since you've been in the Oval Office?
It's been wonderful. I've been very busy. I have changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Yeah, we saw that. Why'd you do that?
I don't like it.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
mean, surely that's not the craziest thing you've heard me say this week.
That's a good point.
That is true.
I also like golf, and I'm going to call it America. You want to know what I'm calling Mexico?
What?
Trump Town.
Well, Trump, tell us about this whole TikTok thing. It was banned, then you brought it back. What happened there?
I brought it back because here's the thing. I don't like China. I don't like Xi Jinping. I don't like that man. He's a dog. You can't trust him. But I do like looking at the dancers twerk on TikTok. You see, I don't get much action these days. Every time I try and kiss Melania, she blocks me with her hat.
And Trump, your inauguration, obviously. We saw you had Billy Ray Cyrus.
I had Billy. Unfortunately, Kid Rock was busy.
Well, Trump, I know how busy you are, and we really appreciate you coming on for your very first interview since going into office. Maybe you can do a bit of achy breaky heart for us to see us out.
Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart. I just don't remember the rest of the words.
Don't kill my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand.
After BAFTA, it's the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast.
The Paul brothers are having a big old fight. I don't know, Belle, I know you're not super across this. Liam, you're kind of across them. If you don't know, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they're the two of the biggest YouTubers in the world, probably just behind Mr. Beast. Jake Paul is the one who's trying to be a professional boxer. He's doing it. He is having proper fights, fighting people. Logan Paul is the one who has had some boxing fights, but he also does the WWE. He's a wrestler.
Right.
So now, but they're actual blood brothers. They're real brothers, and they're now having an actual boxing match.
The way I think of them, tell me if I'm correct. Like, I know... Oh, no, now I've already forgotten. Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, yeah.
I know. To me, he's like the Chris Hemsworth, and then Logan Paul's like the Liam Hemsworth.
Really? I would have thought it was other. I would have thought Logan, who is taller and probably a bit stronger,
maybe?
is like the Chris Hemsworth, and Liam is like the Jake.
Maybe
He's a little bit shorter.
You say that, and I don't want to get too deep into the Logan, and Jake Paul brothers
Please.
lore, but I think Jake's stronger.
You reckon?
He seems stumpier and strong. I think Logan's like taller and maybe more athletic, but Jake Paul seems like a meatball.
Nah,
he seems like the one who would pack more of a punch if they were having a boxing fight.
If it was purely going off of like you punch me, I punch you, Logan Paul's way bigger. Doesn't mean he's stronger, but he's definitely way bigger.
Like he's got more of a reach, or you mean he's just bigger, like he's muscly?
Physically bigger, and he's got more of a reach. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I just Googled them. So Jake Paul has a full beard, and Logan Paul doesn't.
Yep, that's a good way to define
I
them.
think beard one will win.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Well, he's the actual boxer.
So I've
there you
got
go.
Jake Paul down for a
Yeah,
win as well.
really.
And this is what they want. They just want people to talk about it. And there was a thing with the Mike Tyson fight, whether it was real or not. The whole world watched it. It was on Netflix. It was a pay-per-view. And, say what you want about them, but they do generate a lot of hype.
Yeah. Tonight, we want to do 13, 24, 10. When did the sibling rivalry get out of hand? My brother and I, we always got along really well growing up, so we didn't have too many big biffs. My dad, though, told me a story once. Him and Uncle John, so Uncle John was Dad's older brother, they were fighting, and Dad was running away from Uncle John, and he went under the bed, and Uncle John started jumping on the bed to try and get him to come out, but it was like a really old bed with, old springs, so it wasn't super sturdy. And he was jumping on the bed, and Dad was climbing over a box to get further under the bed. And as he was climbing over it, Uncle John jumped on the back of his head, and the corner of the box went into his eye socket.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Wild.
Not good.
Not good at all.
Wow. Well, okay, 13, 24, 10, sibling rivalries, but can we do like more emotional ones as well? Like not just fights.
Maybe. Sarah in Adelaide joins us now. I hope it's a fight one. Tell us about your sibling rivalry.
Almost got to the fight. So my younger sister and I, we had this sibling rivalry in high school. So she was in year 10 at the time and I was in year 12. And so we both had exams in both year levels. Obviously mine were way more important. So she was away one day from school and they gave out all the information. So I went home and I just thought it'd be really funny to give her the wrong time for one of her exams. And so she put it in her calendar and everything. And she went there and the exam's over. And so she was fuming. She had to go back in on a Saturday. Bless that teacher. And then that was mid-year exams. I ended up having my end of year ones and she did the same thing to me and it totally caught me off guard, but she didn't tell me. She just changed it in my calendar.
Sneaky.
So I
a bit of a rivalry there.
Yeah, and Sarah, yours is one that I prefer. It's a real quiet one. You do it behind their back.
Did you fly kick your sister or anything like that after? Or
Look, when my dad was totally in on it. He thought it was hilarious. Mum, on the other hand, not so much.
Yeah, well, Sarah, because you're our first caller for this one tonight, I'm going to give you a pack of The Drop. It's like coconut water mixed with vodka.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Thanks, Sarah. We have got more of those to give away tonight. If you want to get one, we want to know about your sibling rivalries and did they get out of hand? 13, 24, 10. Flora in Melbourne, what happened?
Okay, so me and my sister were always having sibling rivalries as kids. And I remember this one time, she was chasing me around the house, and we had this like a metal kind of really heavy back door, but it was half metal and then glass at the top.
Oh, yeah, good.
So I've run through it, closed the door behind me, but she didn't turn the handle to open the door. She's gone straight through the glass. It was like a thick frosted glass. She's gone straight through the glass, and all I remember hearing was, "Oh my God, I can see my bone." So her arm went through the glass, and she ripped the whole skin off her arm. Off her bone.
Did
Had about
you
25 stitches.
call the ambulance, or was the rivalry deep enough for you to leave her for dead?
No, my parents were around,
Thank
and
God.
rather than kill me, they rushed her to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she must have been really angry at you to run through a glass window.
And
My
then
God.
even angrier afterwards.
Yeah. Kath, you're also in Melbourne. Sibling rivalry, what is it?
So me and my brother have been going back for a sibling rivalry since I was probably about 4.
Okay.
And so this one incident, and we were fighting that bad to the point where I actually threw him into my mother's old glass cabinet, and he actually got stuck on the glass cabinet, and it punctured the side of him and his kidney. And we had to have the fire brigade and the ambos come out because I had to remove the door off the glass cabinet because it was stuck.
Oh God.
On his inside. And then he got me back by breaking my arm about, say, 3 weeks later when he slammed the glass door in front of me. We were fighting again, and he slammed it, but he got my arm caught and my arm like in the gap, so where the hinge is, and my wrist and my arm was like sorted out. I don't know how it happened, but I was running away from him because I pissed him off, as I do, because I'm the younger one. So, and yeah, he chased after me and somehow managed to get my arm caught. And yeah, he busted my arm as retribution because I slit his gut open and he got caught on the door and popped his kidney.
Yeah. All fun and games, isn't it?
I mean, you could have given him one of your kidneys as a sorry, really.
Oh, that's hardcore, some of those stories. We do gory stories on Friday, but they were some of the goriest stories we've
You know,
ever
in
had.
the movies, someone gets thrown into a cabinet and they sort of bounce off it and they keep fighting. But in reality, your kidney will get stuck on it. And then you're just like, oh, God, call the fire brigade, please. Oh, my God, I'm going to die.
The Ben, Liam and Belle podcast. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Should we kick into this?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Vin Diesel, and this is Ben, Liam, and Bella's Pick the Flick. I don't have friends, I got family.
Yep. Pretty cool that we got Vin Diesel to voice that intro for us. Claire in Melbourne, I'm going to go through a short blurb of a film. You're going to buzz in when you think you know it. Normally you get to verse Ben or Belle. Belle's won twice, Ben's only won once. No listener has ever won on this show. Who would you like to come up against?
Oh, let's go, Belle.
All right,
okay.
I mean, she's had 2 wins. She could make it 3. Okay, well, you just buzz in with your name when you think you know the movie. Today's theme is all movies that have scored over 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So they're good ones. You've probably seen them. It should be easy. This one actually got 100%, came out in 1995.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. A long-standing rivalry between 2 very different individuals turns into an unlikely friendship as they find themselves lost in a world much bigger than they ever imagined. Along the way.
Claire.
Yeah, Claire.
Milo and Otis?
It's not Milo and Otis. I appreciate the guess. Wouldn't have thought it got 100% though on Rotten Tomatoes.
Good point.
Okay. They must put aside their differences to escape the clutches of a sadistic child and make it home before it's too late.
Oh, Belle, Toy Story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well played.
Belle's got
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, that's a point for Belle. It's first to 3. Next movie. A man is sentenced to life for a crime he did not commit. But instead of losing hope, he quietly sets about transforming the lives of those around him.
Claire.
Really, guys? Yeah, come on,
Biggest
Claire.
movie of all time.
Yeah.
Of the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
I just couldn't remember what it was called.
This is heating up.
Yeah, this is good. All right. Here we go.
So this is for the win, yeah?
No, just a point each so far.
Oh, so first to 3.
First to
It
three.
was best of 3. Sorry.
Oh, we could do it that way.
First week back, we're a bit rusty still.
I mean,
I'm happy with whatever.
what do you think, Claire? Do you think this segment is sort of dragging a little bit, or do you think there's more legs in it, or?
Let's go one more.
One more. All right. So you,
Three.
okay, one more. All right. No, like so. You're putting it on the line here. Next point wins. Here we go.
Let's do it.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes. This one. A city on the brink of chaos faces a new kind of criminal. One who doesn't play by the rules and thrives on anarchy.
Belle. Is it a Batman movie?
Well, that's not really an answer, is
What
it?
Batman
Well,
movie?
hang on. Do I have to give you which one?
Well, yeah,
Dark
of
Knight
course.
Rises.
Wrong. It is not Dark Knight Rises. As the hero tries to stop him, he's forced to question his own morals and whether he can truly protect the people
Batman
he swore to
Begins?
save. No, you're out.
Oh,
You've
really?
had your
Am I?
guess.
Oh,
You've
sorry.
had, but you have said 2 wrong Batman movies. Heath Ledger's performance is legendary.
Claire.
Go for it.
I don't know the title. I'm just going to go Batman, the Joker.
No one wins today. No one wins. No, pathetic from all of you. The Dark Knight. No, you said The Dark Knight Rises.
Is that a different one?
That's the Bane one. The Dark Knight is the Joker one. And any true Nolan fan would know that. It's actually...
No, but the Dark Knight is the Joker, isn't he?
The Batman's the Dark Knight. Oh, God. Oh, no. You're actually not allowed to play this game anymore. No. See you, Claire. Milo and Otis. Well, I mean, come on.
It's the Liam, Ben and Belle podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that.
We want to know on 13, 24, 10, did you do a super niche course? Because now you can do, here in Australia, at an actual university, a 3-year course on drone flying.
Imagine that. You're just going around year 12 like, oh, what are you going to do? I'm going into human movement. I want to be a physio. Yeah, I got into medics. You know, it's a pretty big deal. Got a high ATAR. What about you? I'm going to be a drone guy. I'm going to be flying around pizzas for Domino's in 2037.
Well, apparently you do also get a pilot's license, which it must be some sort of type of pilot. You
Oh,
can't
that's
actually-
good. Loophole. So, you know, all these idiots doing all the aviation courses trying to get a job at Jetstar, you do the quick 3-year drone course, you take the job.
Yep.
What are you doing for 3 years? Like, I
It does
find that-
seem...
Barrel rolls, spying. I don't
Yeah.
know what to do with
but
the drone.
like you can be like 9 and your parents could get you one from JB Hi-Fi and
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd pick it up over the
Yeah.
weekend. Like, do you need a 3-year course?
True. Well, back in the day, I did. I think it's kind of niche course. I did like a specific cocktail making course.
What cocktail?
No, as in like how to make cocktails properly.
Oh, I thought
because-
it was a course for just making one
The
cocktail
best pina colada
really
you can.
well. Yeah.
No, because I had my RSA and I thought maybe if I go into bartending, I wanted to do like a little course, but it was like a full week of every day you went into the city and sat down and then made all these cocktails.
Do you have to do refresher courses on the RSA?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know. It's always good to have, radio can be volatile, so it's always good to keep that in your back pocket,
Yeah, that and first aid definitely need a refresher.
Always good.
Ashley in Barizzi, did you do a niche course?
I did. I did a course in collecting soil. We went round and we dug up dirt and put it in tubes and put it in an esky and logged where we picked the dirt up in the GPS.
Right. I mean, that does sound pretty boring.
I'm assuming for work. Why were you doing that?
My school made me do it when I was in high school, and because it was free, I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And I've never used it since. Like, I don't go around just doing that dirt.
Free. Could say it was dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Very good. Ashley, have you got dinner sorted tonight yet, or?
Oh, not yet.
Well, you do now. I'm going to give you a $50 GYG voucher.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries, Ash. We'll just get the drone to send it over to Brizzy. I'll just get the controls up. I've done a short course, so should be there in about 45 minutes.
Did you do a super niche course? Liam, you did one when I first met you. You did you signed up to this American guy And he was teaching radio. Remember that? But it wasn't like it was like specifically breakfast radio.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was very expensive.
I think you paid a decent chunk of change.
Yeah. It was like the tools for success in commercial breakfast radio. And I paid it. It was like this 3-year course, and I did about 2-3 days of it.
Hey, look, must have sank in though because
all right.
Still
reaping from not on breakfast, but still reaping reaping the rewards. That's for sure.
You did an improv course too.
Yeah, these aren't niche courses. These are just things.
They're pretty niche, mate.
I'm
Improv
sure
is not.
loads of people do breakfast radio courses from America and improv course. Well, look, I was trying to get into the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay, well, the improv's obviously not working because I just dropped the ball there. I should have taken the gift and moved on. Anyway, Jackie from Sydney, what's the niche course you did?
After school, I went and did secretarial studies where I learnt shorthand. And my first job, my boss called me in to take dictation, and he asked me to read the letter back, and I couldn't read one word of it back to him. I think I got dear, and that was it. I couldn't read anymore.
Yeah, that's hard though. I don't understand how. It's kind of a lost art form, that shorthand.
Yeah.
Same with Morse code, really. Shay, what about you? Your niche course?
Yes. So I did a course online for a very, very famous American makeup brand called Merit.
Have not heard of that one.
Yes, Merit Makeup. And I did a course for them online. And it was absolutely fantastic. And I've gained so many new clients as well through doing that.
So it was a course on how to do makeup?
Yeah, and using their products as well. They've got some really niche products.
Yeah, it feels like if it's that specific brand, they'd say like, don't use anything else other than Merit. Like, it's like, oh, that Maybelline stuff, it's crap. Like, never use it. Like, it's clunky, and they would just be. It feels like they're pushing their sort of
product.
Yeah, Dana, the niche course you did.
I took an ice skating course for a semester during my first degree in the States.
Oh wow! Okay, so how good are you at ice skating now?
Look, I can stand up and go, and that's about it.
You didn't really pay attention then.
Yeah. That's very basic skating knowledge, I think.
And that's it!
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Belle.